Hey there, this is Jeff from jeffmobile.com, and this video is more of a video for myself to remember some important key things in Mandarin, which is my Mandarin class. So right now we're studying out of this Mandarin textbook, this guy here. It's the New Practical Chinese Reader, and it's a bunch of things that I wanted to remember. So we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. So it's E, R, 三四五六七八九十. So that's 1 to 10, and 0 is ling. And if you want to go higher in the numbers, right, you got to use the other words. So 100 is bai, and 1,000 is jian, and 10,000 is, I think it's one. And so then 100,000 would be 10, it's 10,000, so it's 10,000. And then of course a million is by 1. Okay, so those are the numbers. What is the next thing I have to learn? So if you're talking about a quantity, so like I have 5, or I'm the first, so you can say first or second, you say D before you say the number. So it'd be like D Wu. That means the 5th. Okay, so D is, remember that D, so D shi, that would be that would be a 4th. D shi, no, sorry, I get that wrong. D shi. Oh, I'm getting confused. It's actually D si, and shi is actually something else. That means to be. Anyways, so there's also a thing called the measure words, which is like a quantifier, and that's like in English would be a cup of coffee or 2 pieces of bread, and you always put that between the number and the noun. And our teacher told us that you can use 2 different measure words to be understood, even though it's not perfectly correct. For non-people, you can say je, or for people you say ge. So you can say ge people, ge ge, or something like that. Or for things, you could say 1 cup of coffee. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I have to remember the measure words. You can use je, and ge. You have to avoid saying je for people and use je for inanimate objects. If you want to talk about money, you can say, so dollar, like a wo kuai. That's $5. I don't know if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, please correct me. The next thing is I have to learn some drinks. So 我喝咖啡. That means I drink coffee. 我喝一杯咖啡. That means I drink 1 cup of coffee. And then this one is if you're talking about 2 things like R, then it comes before a cup of coffee, you have to use the liang instead. So you'll say liang bei cafe. That means 2 cups of coffee. Okay, next thing, alcohol is jiu. It also means 9. So pi jiu is beer, shui is water, and this one I don't know how to pronounce. Pu tao xiao I don't know if that's right. Cow milk is niu nai. Pop is qi shui. Coffee is cafe. Tea is cha. Soy milk is du nai. Coke is Coca-Cola. I don't know how to say that. And nai cha, it's milk with tea. And sour milk, which is yogurt, is swan nai. Orange juice is hard to pronounce. It's like ju, ji, shi, something like that. Ju, ji, shi, shi, ju, ji, shi. For drinks, it's if you want something, you say yao, yao. So 我要, that means I want. 我要 ju, ji, shi, I want orange juice. 我要喝奶茶. I don't know. 我要喝奶茶. I want to drink tea with milk. And then if you want to add a question, you can add ma onto the end. So 我要喝咖啡吗? Does that mean, do I want to drink coffee? Or you can say 你要喝咖啡吗? That means, do you want to drink coffee? Okay, a few more things. So if you want to talk about the page, you can say, oh, what's this D thing? Forget that one. What is D? Is that something about? Oh yeah, that's what I talked about earlier. It's if you add D, that's adding to the beginning of the sentence, and that's causing like second or third. So if you want to say, I'm on the 10th page, you can say 第十页. I'm page 10. Okay, now let's keep going. A few more things to review. Here are some lessons to review. I don't know about those. I don't think I've already learned those. These are some vocabulary for beer and other kinds of drinks. And that's lesson 1 and 2. These are some translations, which I'm going to skip that right now. Some frogs. And yeah, so the country nation, Ren, is like the people of the country. These are occupations. I should learn these. So you want to say worker, you can say Gongren. That means like a people worker. Driver is CG. I don't know. There's lots of vocabulary there to learn. I'll learn that pretty soon. These are measure words, which I'm not going to cover. Almost done here. Just got to get to the last lesson, which was something new. You can say someone is a teacher. Mark 是老师. And if Mark is busy, you can say Mark 忙. That means Mark is busy. If you have no, like boo is no, you can put that before 是. So 不是, that means is not. So you can say Mark 不是老师. Mark is not a teacher. If you wanted to ask how many of something, you can replace the number with je. So Mary her je杯咖啡. The Mary drinks how many cups of coffee? And what else? A few more things I was supposed to cover today. If you want to say something like now, you can say 现在. That means now. 现在5点. And that is 15 分. That means right now it is 5:15. Wow, I need to work on that one. 现在我见15分. That's a tough one. So you can say, what time is it right now? What hour is it? 现在几点? 现在几点? That means it is what hour? And 现在几点? What time is it right now? So you always put the time before the action. So at 7 o'clock drink coffee. That would be correct. You could say at 7 o'clock I drink coffee. And what is this stuff? There's some extra words. Go is ku, and come is lai. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, and to tell a date, you can say these words. So you'd read the digits like it is 1995. You could say 1995 something like that. That is 1995 year. And what does that say here? You, something like that. Month and date, how, or ri. That's the day of the month. Day of the week is 星期. The 星期 goes after the... how does that work? Something like that. Yeah. So to say Monday, you would say 一星期 something like that. Okay, some review. And finally, if you wanted to say a complete time and date, you'd add all these words together and then add the time, which we talked about earlier. I think that comes to the end of my review. I'm sorry if this is a little bit fast, and if you've already been studying Mandarin, I'm sure it's probably pretty basic, but I wanted to make this video so I can listen to it while I'm working, so I can review what I'm supposed to be learning for my class. And thank you very much for watching, and if you feel free to send me corrections if I'm pronouncing something wrong. I really appreciate your input. If you're a native Mandarin speaker, really appreciate your help. And I think we can all learn Mandarin together. So thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!